Like many kids, I wasn't very tidy. I didn't put my toys away, and I hated cleaning my room. For me, it was the opposite of play. Then I saw Mary Poppins, and Michael Banks, who was about the same age as I was suspicious of this new nanny, calling her tricky. He was right, because the first game that they played was called Well Begun is Half Done, also known as tidying up the nursery. His sister Jane was confused and asked, "It is a game, isn't it, Mary Poppins?" Mary replied, "Well, it all depends upon your point of view. In every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game." And then she began singing A Spoonful of Sugar. My life changed in that instant. That sentence, that song, and that movie showed me the power of play to make everything better. Play's our superpower as a species. We're designed to play. We learn best through play, and we use our imaginations to create new things. Play is the source of our creativity. But what have we done? We have sidelined play, crowding it out of our lives. We work longer, overschedule our kids, and we've taken play out of schools. We don't have recess, we don't have art, we don't have gym. No wonder our world's in a ghastly mess. And we've begun to gamify work, but can we use play for other things that seem even tougher than work? Can we use play for change? After all, change is scary and we hate it. Our brains freak out when we think about change because they prefer routine and certainty and order, like George Banks. Yet Mary tricks George Banks into changing, and everyone else in the movie is transformed as well in the process. And it's all done through play. Well, that's well and good for a Disney movie, but what about real life? Can play help us transform some of our truly ghastly messes, like climate change? I feel like we're in a kind of the same place as the Apollo 13 astronauts were when they uttered their immortal words, "Houston, we have a problem." They were in trouble because their spaceship had been racked by an explosion, which severely damaged their air and power systems. Their CO2 levels were rising, and they didn't have a lot to work with because the air filters in one module didn't fit into the other modules. Time was running out, and they were going to die if they didn't find a solution. So what did they do? They did what kids do when they play. They took existing things apart and put them together differently. This kind of play, called combinatorial play, saved the day for the Apollo 13 astronauts. It's the essence of the creative process, and it allowed them to return home safely. I believe that play holds the key to helping us change. Doesn't it make sense to embrace play, to intentionally trick ourselves when we need to do things we don't like, to explore the serious issues in our lives, using play's powers of creativity and imagination? Don't we need to play more and to play better? What choice do you want to make?